Alright, I thought I'd take a few minutes to make a video today. I bought an hx-35 in good condition. I bought a hybrid hx-40 with an H1C tail housing or turbine housing, and I bought a wastegate deleted exhaust housing off an hx-35. What I'll do here is bring you in, show you some of the key visual differences, and then we're going to take them apart and set aside the parts we want for what we're doing with the Dodge. Alright, give me a second. Wanted to make a quick video here about the difference between an hx-35 and hx-40. That way, in case you're out buying used parts and the seller's not sure what they have, you can quickly tell just by looking. So this is an hx-35 here. You can tell that by the tag, but if the tag were missing or otherwise damaged, you look down here and you can see a 7-blade impeller wheel. This one also has a turbo silencer ring. I don't think that's a good indicator, but this 7-blade turbo wheel is. This here is an hx-40 compressor housing. You look down, you can see a 6-blade impeller wheel. So that's a quick way to tell the difference. In this case, the exhaust housing is not a good way to tell, because this is actually an H1C exhaust housing bolted to the back end of the cartridge, whereas this here is the more standard, hx-35 wastegated housing that you're going to see on more of the later year Dodges. This is a hybrid turbo. You're not going to find this in the wild, but you will find this in the wild, and this is off a running truck. The reason I bought this hx-35 was because I wanted to run this compressor housing that has the V-band turbo outlet, so that I could use this 90-degree bend with a 3-inch outlet, get a little bit better flow coming out of the turbo. Alright, take a second to talk through the first couple of steps. So you can see the wastegate actuator is off there. I'd recommend getting in the habit of doing little tricks like this, putting the nuts back on the studs, that way they don't go missing. Have your little 99-cent store Tupperware so you can put things like circlips in there. You know, that hose there, you're not going to try to reuse it, just go ahead and cut it. So I've already knocked the snap ring out of there. It's kind of a pain, but you can see we've got the compressor housing off. This is a chance for you to do an initial inspection on what your compressor end turbo cartridge looks like. Also wanted to mention that I'm going to go after these 4 bolts holding the exhaust housing to the turbo cartridge. I'm going to use a little bit of heat persuasion there. I don't have the time to wait for brake free to work, and to be honest, my experience is not too good with that unless you've got the nut and the threads accessible. In this case you don't, since this is a blind hole. Alright, give me a few minutes, I'll show you the turbo cartridge out. Alright, this is the turbo apart. On the left hand side here you've got the turbine housing. In the center here you've got the cartridge. You can see that that's the exhaust housing or turbine side, fits in there. This is the compressor side wheel. Here's the back of the compressor housing. Normally you see it in that position. There's the snap ring for this installation. You can also see this little pin here, which lines up with that pin there, which clocks the compressor housing against the cartridge. So I put these bolts back in, as well as these lock rings, just so that they don't go missing. I also took a chance to run a tap down those holes just to clean them up a little bit. I did need to use a jacking screw to get this to come out of the turbine housing. I used a rubber mallet a couple of times and I couldn't get it to move. I put some heat on it, and finally that's what I had to resort to, was a jacking screw. When you're using a jacking screw, just make sure to jump sides. That way you sort of force the cartridge out. Otherwise it'll just kink and you'll start dragging the blades across the housing, so just kind of wiggle it out. Alright, like I said, I thought I'd just take a second to show you guys. Alright, I'm going to put the parts I don't intend to use into those boxes there, and then we'll mess around with that hx-40 for a second, because the cartridge is broken and the exhaust wheel, as you can see, it's broken, it's cocked in there. Alright, give me a few minutes. Alright, like I said, here's the hx-40 with the H1C exhaust housing disassembled. You can see the remnant of the exhaust side seal and part of the shaft in there. I'll pop that out in a second. Here's the cartridge with the broken shaft. I don't view this cartridge as salvageable. Some of you rebuild guys might want to go after it, but I'll keep it around for a little while just in case. And there's the compressor discharge housing off the HX-40. Now, oddly enough, this cartridge came out of the exhaust a lot easier than the other one did. I didn't need to use the jacking bolt or anything like that. All right, give me a second. I'll see if I can knock that exhaust turbine wheel out. All right, let me talk you through what I'm going to do with these parts here. So here's the exhaust housing off the H1C. So there's some damage here caused by those turbine wheel or exhaust wheel contact with the housing. So those are both junk. Besides that, an H1C housing is not that hard to come by. This cartridge, I wasn't able to easily disassemble it, but what I'm going to go ahead and say is I've got a spare cartridge in that box there now with that hx-35 apart. This compressor wheel has damage along these edges of the airfoil. You can see they've actually contacted the housing here as well. This damage, I think, would just come off with a Brillo pad. Just make sure that there's no material sticking out. I don't think this wheel's reusable. The shaft's definitely broken, and this cartridge, although while probably rebuildable, I don't think it's that hard of a piece to find by itself. So let me throw away the stuff that I'm not going to reuse. I'll keep those bolts and rings there, and I'll keep that snap ring back there. All right, just thought I'd share that with you.